Can you hear me out there? I don't have the special mic for this microphone. I mean for this camera, so it kind of blows. But survived my trip. Everything went great. It's Sunday. I got back Tuesday night. Yeah. I'm still slowly cleaning out my truck. Only because Wednesday I just wanted to relax. Thursday I relaxed a little more. Thursday night I got a call from work. I had to go take care of a problem over at my construction project. I got to go back Monday and finish what I was doing, which is kind of good, yeah. But beautiful day here in Southern California. Oh yeah, I love it. I love this kind of weather. Truck ran good. Tires did great. The Cooper HE3s, if you don't know what I'm running on here, yeah. Cooper HE3s, good all-around tire so far. I've had them on there, a few months now. I ran them 40 PSI on the highway and 25 PSI off-road. I've gone as low as 10 PSI in the dunes, but you know, with any kind of tire, depends on your vehicle and what kind of tire you got. So you got to experiment, see what works for you. The shocks are better, but still not what I anticipated. Yeah, I got the Pro, the Nitro Charger Pro, Old Man Emus. These are the old shocks. Nitro Charger. So, just for your information here, if you're curious to see what's inside a shock absorber, this is what I'm going to show you. That's all I'm doing today. Cleaning out my truck. I'm actually pretty bored. I guess I'm just avoiding cleaning, huh? Instead of making a video. But anyway, so I took the shock apart. This is my old Nitro Charger shock. First thing I did was drill a hole to release the gas pressure in it. And then we can take it out of the tube. This is a twin tube shock. It's a tube and another tube, okay? The piston does not slide in this outside tube. That holds oil and gas. The piston slides inside the smaller interior tube, and that's where all the oil is. As you can see, there's the piston, alright? The piston is actually a disc with holes in it, slots, and it's valved by kind of like a washer. You see this very, very thin piece here. Let's see if I can move it. You see it? Yeah. So when the piston goes that way, the oil has to go through the piston. So that's the valve that controls your piston moving in and out of this tube. Alright. So that's one valve, alright? There's another valve in here. Let's see if I get this in. Yeah. So that takes care of that. Here it's sliding in and out. On the end of this cap is another piston. Excuse me, on the end of the tube is another valve. A valve, see? Very similar. It's got little slots in it for the oil to go through. That goes on the end like that. And that separates the inner tube from the outer tube. And the outer tube is where the gas is, okay? The gas to keep it under pressure. So this is what they call a twin tube, because it's a tube in a tube. Okay? Yeah, just like that. Now if you were to mount these upside down, what I have seen people do with twin tube shocks, the gas is now concentrated up here, and that valve on the bottom, see the valve here, is now out of the oil. That valve is to pass oil through it, not air. It's passing gas right now. Gas does not compress. Oops, wait a minute. Gas compresses, oil doesn't. So remember that. Liquids, gases, third grade science. So anyway, that's why you got to mount them one side. Now, monotube shocks you can mount upside down. Okay, because now I got it mounted in the right direction. The piston's in the bottom. It's immersed in the oil, and the gas is up here at the top. On the outside too. Get it? Now what's the difference in shocks? It's usually the valving. I mean, all shocks are basically just a piston moving through an oil tube. A reservoir shock just has what it says, a reservoir. More oil. The gas is usually in that charge. It's got a floating piston. You've seen shock boots? Well, this is like a shock boot. All it's doing is protecting that shaft from getting dinged up and cut dirty. Because if it does, then you're going to lose pressure. You're going to lose your seal here. As good as these seals are, you don't want damage to this, because once this gets nicked, it's going to damage your seal. So that's what that's for. This shock has a very big shaft, rod diameter. When you think about it, this is the only thing holding up your vehicle, right? This breaks, you might as well, the spring's going to come out because there's nothing else holding your suspension together on this particular setup. Remember that. This little thing here is the stop. This is what keeps your suspension from overextending. See, it's going to slide it like that and it's going to stop. Put that back in there. That's it hitting. That's it hitting right there. As your suspension cycles and droops, that's what keeps it from going all the way. On the way out, there's nothing to stop it, okay? That's what those rubber bumpers are for in your suspension. Keep it from bottoming out. If it wasn't for that, yeah, so that's about it. You know, I was a little bored. I thought I'd show you what these look like, because I was always interested. Now, racing shocks and stuff like that, the more expensive shocks, they got kits you can rebuild these and adjust them, but it's a whole lot of work. You want to mess around with this, you're going to put it all together and find out, well, I don't like the way it's valved. Take it back apart again. Yeah. You know, typical off-road shocks is valved a little differently than a street shock. You want a Cadillac ride, get a street shock. Yeah, so different combinations of valving will give you different ride. You've got the compression stroke and the rebound stroke, so whole bunch of different combinations you can do. Which shock rides the best? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. You want it to ride good in the street, you want to handle good, you want it to ride good off-road, you want to be able to hit hard bumps, you know, like doing jumps and stuff. You don't want a soft shock. It's hard to make everybody happy. Everybody's got their own preferences. And the same goes with tires. Some guys love them, some guys hate them. Different brands, different tires. I think I've gone through plenty of tires and learned a lot of things along the way. Waste a lot of money too. Other than that, that's it. I was just bored, thought I'd make this real quick. Feels good being out here in the sunshine. I wish I was someplace else than here, but for now, this will have to do. Oh, one more thing. Enjoy my next video. The next part in my series is from the Inyo Mountains, from the Inyo Mountains at Cerro Gordo down to Saline Valley, where I camp out for the night. And that took another whole day of driving. And ended up arriving at my camp spot about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I don't know, it was dark. And I also got lost along the way, so stay tuned for that, yeah.